Hi guys. Hello. Hi everyone. Welcome to our live stream. Welcome to our live stream today. How are you doing? How are you doing, guys? Welcome to our live stream. So today it's all about saying what's on your mind, you know, saying what's on your mind. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Whatever it is, whatever it is that you might be thinking about, it's time to say your mind. It's time to talk about it. It's time to talk about it, guys. So, yeah, I got my first like. Hello. So, guys, what's on your mind? Yeah, I think I have to. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. So, say what's on your mind. It's a beautiful morning. Yeah, it's 11:28 a.m. I actually planned to be here a lot earlier, but I had a lot of things on my plate. I had a lot of things to do. I had to run around to get some things done and all that. So yeah, but I'm here now. I'm here, and it's that time again where we get to share whatever it is that's on our mind. Basically, today, what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be sharing experiences, really, whatever you get off your mind, you know. Sorry, this is the perfect, this is the perfect avenue for you, to say your mind, say how you feel. Yeah, so I think I need to put this, say your mind, say how you feel. you know so this is the perfect opportunity that you feel talking about, whatever it is that might have been bothering you, whatever it is that has been on your mind. So I'm just going to be that sister that is going to be listening, and that's going to be helping in any way I can. Yes, basically, because that's what friends are for, right? That's what family is all about. That is what family is all about. So, guys, I'm here, you know, so that we could talk, you know. A lot of things has been on my mind lately. A lot of things. First off, I'll think. Um, Excuse me, guys. One of the things I need to take care of something. Yeah. So I'm back. Yeah. So one of the things that's been on my mind lately is, oh, I got another like. Yay. I got another like. Has been on my mind lately. Yeah, it's, you know, the rate at which people, the rate at which people just, you know, go. Zain Baba. Zain Baba, hello, welcome to our live stream. Thank you so much for liking it. Thank you so much, Zain Baba. Thank you so much. Yes. Um, so basically, you know, today is, we're gonna be talking about whatever it is that's on our mind, you know. To say just what yeah, please do whatever it is that's on your mind. Please feel free to talk about it. Feel free to say it. Whatever it is you're thinking right now, please feel free to talk about it so that we can talk about it. Say your mind, speak, talk, whatever it is that's on your mind, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yes, let's talk about it. Sorry, what? So, one of the things that has been on my mind, to talk about is, I think it has got to be um, the way friends, you think you know someone, and all of a sudden, person just, decides to act in a certain kind of way, and you don't even expect that kind of attitude from this your so-called friend, you know. Yeah, live like escape race now with freedom. I do not understand, Zimbabwe. I do not understand what you said. I hope you could help me clarify it. So one of the things on my mind is, the reference, just show you another kind of them, when they show you another side of them that you thought, oh, okay, I know this person, okay, I think I can vouch for this person, I think I know this person, only for you to, come to the realization that you don't even know this person at all. Then the person, acts in some kind of way, that will make you start doubting if you ever knew the person at all in the first place. So, yeah, that's one of the things on my mind. Just kidding. Okay, okay. No problem, Zain Baba. You know, so we are gonna be taking it slow and steady today. I'm not I'm not gonna be talking too fast, because this is just me bearing my mind to you all, you know. So a lot of times you just find out that people that you thought you knew, people that you thought were your friends, and they just start acting up. And then you start asking yourself, do I really know this person at all? I thought I knew this person, but obviously it's obvious that I don't know this person at all. This is part of the things, that's on my mind. Like, how do people change? Is it that okay, this sign just refuse to see them? Or maybe that's it. Maybe the signs has been there and we just refuse to see them. We just want to see these people for, who we think they are and not actually who they are. So it's all about it. This what has been on to say never ever lose hope. Yes. So yeah, that is it. Never ever lose hope. Never ever lose hope. I like what you said, saying Baba. I like what you said. So that is it, guys. That is it. Basically, basically the truth is when you have friends, they are supposed to, yeah, it is. It is really. It is. YT is a very big challenge for all YouTubers. I'm telling you, I know. Especially you have to work so hard to get to the 1,000 subscribers. Then you have to work extra hard to get to the 4,000 watch hours, and you have to be live. You got to be here, and it's really a challenge, a very big challenge. You're so right, Zimbabwe. It's a very big challenge. But then, like you said, no need to lose hope. It's you know. Oh, have no channel. Wow. Okay. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for. I don't understand. You have no channel. What happened? What happened, Zimbabwe? What happened? But I thank you for being here. But I'm curious. I want to know what happened. You know. But it's okay. It is fine. It is fine. Life is way bigger than YouTube, but I think YouTube has this thing. The more you work hard. Oh, thank you so much, Zimbabwe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are a good friend. Thank you. But one thing I realized is YouTube, being on YouTube, it kind of teaches you patience. It teaches you so much patience because you do not have to, you realize that you've got to wait. It teaches you business strategies too. Really, YouTube teaches you business strategies. How, what I mean is this, yeah, in the business world, you don't just start up a business and expect to be getting lots and lots of oh, thank you, Zimbabwe. Thank you, so thank you. Thank you. You know, you don't have to lose hope. And YouTube teaches you lots of patience. It teaches you the real world, because in the real world, if you're setting up a business, there's no way you think, okay, I'm setting up a business today and I'm going to make $1 million the same day. Yeah, some people do get that. But if you're going to start from the scratch, trust me, you're not going to be getting that. But if 3% are listening, not comments. I don't know why, Zimbabwe. I don't know why they are just listening and not commenting. I don't know why. Somadin TV, hello, welcome to our live stream. Welcome to our live stream. Kindly give us a thumbs up. Helda Arujo, hello, welcome to our live stream. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. Please give us a thumbs up as you are joining us. Please give this live stream a thumbs up. So it's time you talk about it. What's on your mind? What have you been thinking about? Heather, I love the emojis. Are you sad? Because it seems as if you're sad, but it's fine. Zimbabwe, I think they are commenting now. I think they are commenting. Please give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Please thumbs up this live stream. Thank you very much. Thank you. A lot of people here that you think, okay, they like you, but at the end of the day, you realize they don't really like you. But that's how it plays out, even in the real world. You don't expect everybody to be your friend. You don't expect everybody to have your back. But it's all good. It's all good. Yes. So one of the things that's on my mind is you don't have to wait for someone to show you their true colors, before you actually, have the courage to leave. Some people will be like, oh, I can't leave this person until this person actually does something to me before I leave. When you're not comfortable, with being with that person or being around that person, then really you do not have to be with that person. These are the things that are on my mind. You don't have to be with that person. You mustn't, really, you mustn't always feel as if, okay, you just have to stay with someone until that person does something that is bad to you. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Thank you so much, Ojuga Daisy. You don't have to do that. Sometimes you just have to, let it go. Let it go. Move away from there. You don't have to wait until things get so worse. I know a lot of people that have been in relationships that are not working out for them, been in businesses. Why would you say that, Zimbabwe? Why would you say that? No, they are not. No, they are not. Some of them are not here today. But when most of them are here today, you will see some of them are not here today. No, they are not. No, they are not, Zimbabwe. Don't say that. Don't say that. Okay. So as I was saying, yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is you don't okay, Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for being here. You really, really are a good friend. Thank you so much for being here. So basically what I'm trying to say is this, yeah. You do not have to wait till things get out of hand. Oh, Gossip Girl Blogs. Hello, welcome to our live stream. Welcome to our live stream. Thank you so much for being part of this live stream. So basically what I'm trying to say is simple. Yeah. Do not wait until things get out of hand before you leave. The moment you realize that you're no longer comfortable with the way where you are and with things that are happening, it's high time you leave. Yes, it's high time you leave. Be it in a relationship, be it in a business transaction, be it in a workplace. There's ways to these things. You don't have to wait. A lot of people be like, oh, this person hasn't done anything wrong to me yet. But this person keeps maltreating you in one way or the other, but you're just waiting, oh, this person will change at some point. Yeah, it's good to be hopeful. It's very, very good to be hopeful, but it's also wise to realize that there are some things that you just have to prevent. What they say, prevention is better than cure. There are some things you just have to prevent. There are some things you just need to walk away from. It's not every fight that you have to be engaged in. No, you don't have to fight everything. It's not everything that you have to find a way to change. Sometimes you just got to let it go. Let it go. Yes, that's the word, let it go. So basically, I'm just here thinking about it, airing my mind to you guys, what's on your mind, what has been happening and all that. Yes, that's why I'm here today. And it's a very cool Thursday morning. Yes, it's a very quiet. Well, I say quiet. I'm just loving the weather, the atmosphere, and everything. It's kind of giving me these calm vibes, that I can be calm, and let everything go. Yes, and that's why I'm talking like this because I'm not in the mood, but you know, but I'm here, guys. So, guys, whatever it is that's in your mind, care to say it, yes, say it. Whatever it is that's on your mind. One thing is, a lot of us have so many things on our minds. So many, very many things on our mind. But no, we cannot say it because we feel some of us just have this thinking that somehow everybody's gonna know what's on your mind. No, sweetheart, not everybody's gonna know what's on your mind. We all are humans. We are not we can't read your mind. At least not all of us, not most of us cannot read your mind. You've just got to open your mouth and say it out. If you don't say it, how on earth do you think the person is going to find out what is going on with you? If you don't say it, how on earth do you think the person is going to know what might be going wrong with you? It's high time we stop all these assumption things, especially in a relationship or in a business setting. If what you are putting on the table is no longer recognized, or what you're getting in return for your product and your services is no longer as you want it. Instead of keeping quiet, instead of thinking, oh, burying your head and crying, or thinking that the person that is in charge will see you in your pity state and then have pity on you, isn't it high time? Isn't it the high time you actually open your mouth and talk about it? I'm not, a lot of people don't know how to communicate. A lot of people do not know how to communicate. I used to be one of those people. I would just act up. I think, okay, the person is going to find out or realize how I feel. But the truth is, no, it doesn't always work that way. It doesn't always work that way. Why? Because people don't get to, you might be acting out and they're reading different meanings to it. You might be acting out and they might be reading different meanings to it. That is why it's okay, it's very, very advisable you talk about things that bother you. If it bothers you, talk about it. Yes, do not always go, a lot of times, yeah, especially in our kind of society, people always have this notion that when things are going wrong, just hide it. Don't talk about it. Oh, if you talk about it, what people will talk about you. If you talk about it, people are gonna laugh. Let them laugh. If they're gonna laugh, let them laugh. Talk about it. Talk about it. Do not allow people to be like, oh, if they're gonna if you talk about it, people are gonna shame you for what happened. Talk about it, because if you don't talk about it, how is anyone else gonna be of help to you? Because even if I assume that something is wrong with you, I don't, okay, I can assume that something is wrong with you, but I do not know the exact thing that might be wrong with you. So it is better you open your mouth and talk about it. Talk about it. Forget the stigma or the discrimination or the shame. You did nothing wrong. You know, when people try to hide things, maybe something is bothering you and you keep trying to hide it, that is where it goes worse. Why? Because you do not have the universal knowledge of everything. There are people that you just have to open up to and they will help you. Okay, for example, if you go to the doctors, for your doctor's appointment, or to whatever doctor it is, your ENT doctor, your dentist, your gynecologist, whichever doctor, let's say you go to doctor and something is wrong with you, definitely the doctor cannot just, okay, fine, it's malaria or it's this or it's that. The doctor cannot just start administering or admit um start prescribing medications for you. The doctor is going to be asking you questions. The doctor is going to be asking you questions. The doctor is going to be asking you questions about your health history, what medicines you've taken before, what medications you've been. Why? Because the doctor wants to know what is going on with you. The doctor wants to know. So that is why, as an individual, imagine you go to the hospital or you go for your doctor's appointment, and the doctor is just looking at you and asking questions, and you cannot even be able to open your mouth and tell the doctor what is happening to you. How on earth do you think the doctor is going to find out what is wrong with you? How on earth do you think that's going to work out? That is why you have to open your mouth. Whatever it is in your mind, say it. Say it, because if you keep holding it in, nobody's gonna know what's on your mind. Nobody's gonna open your mind and go into it and check out what is on your mind. Even our Heavenly Father, even our God in heaven, at some point He asked us to pray. It's not that He doesn't know what we need. He just wants us to communicate with Him. Communicating with people is very, very vital. Having that communication with people is very, very, very vital. That is why you have to open your mouth. Open your mouth. I'm not saying be arrogant about it. If somebody does something to you that is not okay with you, if somebody does something that is not okay with you, if somebody does something that hurts you, tell the person. Or if somebody is behaving in a kind of way that you feel it's bullying you or it's not okay for you, it's high time you open your mouth and tell the person. Why? Because if you don't talk about it, if you do not, confront that situation, trust me, it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be nice. Excuse me, guys, I need to, take care of some things. It's not going to be nice, you know. So that is why you just have to. You just have to, you know, you just have to talk about it. You just have to talk about it, you know. That's why you just have to talk about it. Because you cannot just keep mute. Give us our mouth for us to keep mute. He gave us our mouth for us to talk. For us to talk, open your mouth and talk about it. When somebody does something to you, behaving in a kind of way, that is not okay with you. Most times, someone like me, most times I just want to overlook it. I always, shy away from confrontations and all that. But being an adult, I realized that some things just have to be confronted, because if you always allow people to treat you in a certain kind of way, they're going to continue. And if they continue treating you that way, they'll feel it's okay. And really, is it okay? No, it is not okay. It is not okay. And because you do not want that kind of thing to continue, it is high time. It's time you just tell the person, be assertive about it. You don't just go ahead and start, yelling. When you're yelling, you're not actually communicating. When you are yelling at someone, you are just yelling at the person. You're just making noise. You're not talking. There's a difference between communicating with someone and yelling. A lot of us, what we do is to yell. Maybe in the heat of an argument, or maybe you are so angry. How are you even going to make a coherent speech? How are you even going to make an assertive, analysis of what is going on? You're not, sweetheart. You are not going to do that. Why? Because you are angry. You let your emotions run so high that it has gone ahead to overwhelm you. Yes, it has gone ahead to overwhelm you so very much. And that's not cool. That is why we have to learn to master our emotions, master what our mind thinks, you know, master our mind, master our emotions. That is why you just have to learn. You just have to learn. It's not everyone that communicates. It's not everyone that knows how to communicate. A lot of us know how to talk, but we don't know how to communicate. It's not every talk that is communicating. It is not every talk that is communicating. It is not every time you open your mouth that the right words come out. Sometimes we just have to learn how to say the right things at the right time to the right people. You know, when someone does things to you and you don't like it, the person has, done the worst, to you, the person has really, really, really hurt you. You do not have to what's the word? You do not have to start yelling. Sometimes, yeah, one thing I learned is, when I'm angry, and I'm trying to say something, I'm not actually communicating because the emotions have run very high. I'm angry, the person I want to talk to is angry. Nobody's gonna listen to anybody. Nobody's gonna listen to anybody. We're just gonna be two people, shouting. So that's why sometimes we all can't be mad at the same time. We all can be angry at the same time. So that is why sometimes all you just have to do is to calm down, gather your thoughts. Okay, find out, okay, what actually led to this? What made me angry? What did this person do that actually made me angry? What did this person say that actually made me feel this way? And how am I going to tackle it? How is the best way to let this person know that I am not in support of this behavior, that I'm not in support of this way this person has made me feel? Be assertive. Don't just go on and start accusing the person and start yelling. A lot of us are so good at yelling. Like, why? Why on earth are you yelling? You're not communicating. A lot of us feel okay when we yell, the person is gonna be listening to us more. No, when you yell, you're only gonna piss the person off the more. So that's how we should learn. We should learn there's a big difference with just yelling, talking, and communicating. Some of us are just talking and we are not communicating. Some of us, communication is um, when two people have a basic understanding of what each other as, like each of them are saying. That is what communication is. I can just pick up my phone and start talking to someone, and the person doesn't even understand a thing. The person might hear me because obviously I'm talking, I'm opening my mouth and I'm closing them. The person might be hearing me, but the person might not be understanding. The person might not be understanding of what I'm saying. So that is why we should make an effort not to yell, not to yell. Sometimes communication is more about listening than it is of talking. You know, the problem I found out, yeah, a lot of us want to talk. A lot of us want to talk. A lot of us want to be heard. We want, oh, why is he not listening? Why is she not listening? Yeah, we always want to be heard. But have you ever taken time to listen? Listen. When you talk, like I'm talking now, what I'm doing is actually saying what I know. But when I listen, what I'm doing is actually learning what I don't know. So that is the reason some of us, we just want to talk. We really just want to talk. You're just talking. You want him to hear you. Fine. You want him to hear that what he did is not okay. Fine. You want him to hear that what he said, you don't like it. You want him to hear this. You want him to hear this. Okay, fine. You're talking. But how about listening to know, okay, why he did what he did? For every course of action, there must be a reason behind it. For every course of action. You know, that is why communication, that is what it's all about. Talking, no, I will not use the word talking. Communication is all about hearing and being heard. If you're just the one being heard and you're not trying to hear what the person is saying, then that's not communication. When you are yelling on top of your voice, sweetheart, that is not communication. I'm that kind of a person. If you like, yell. Whenever you are yelling, whenever you are shouting, raising your voice at me, trust me, whatever you're telling me, I am not listening. Whatever it is you are telling me, because in my mind I'm already pissed at you, and in my mind I'm only already feel like okay, whenever you're done shouting, when you calm down, we'll talk. But as long as you keep shouting, I am not listening to you. So that is why we just have to be careful. Yelling doesn't mean the person is hearing you. Yelling, I don't know, maybe if you're okay, if I'm yelling trying to intimidate the person, that's not listening. That's not listening. I find that I hardly yell. Personally, I hardly yell at someone, because even when I'm angry, even when I'm really, really mad, I hardly yell. If you see me yell, I'm not saying I don't yell. That's the part of me I've tried to work on. I'm not really a yelling person. I'm the kind of person that wants you to understand how I feel. But sometimes I feel like I always want to be understood, that I forget how to understand others. And really, that is not communication. Another thing that's on my mind is a lot of people do not want to compromise. You know, if you go some dating, what do I call it, dating sites, a lot of people dishing out dating advice or whatnot. You know, a lot of people will be like, this is how it should be. This is how it should be as a lady, as a guy. Fine. I'm not doubting any of those things that's been said. All I'm just saying is sometimes compromise. No, nothing happened, Gossip Girl. I'm just saying my mind. I'm just saying my mind, because today is all about saying your mind, saying your mind. The thing is about compromise. Sometimes it's okay, to meet, because these are two different people, you know, two different people coming together to form a union or whatever it is. Even in the business world, even in friendships, at some point you have to let go of some certain things just for the bigger picture. Even in families, even in a nation, yes, when two different political parties are having issues, they will be called, or maybe when two different countries are having issues, a neutral party will come in and ask, okay, where are we going to come in? Where do we meet each other on a middle ground? Where one person do not have to give up everything, and the other person doesn't have to give up everything. You all have to give up 50-50 some things and just meet each other at the middle. That makes sense, right? Yes, that's what compromise is all about. But why is it that a lot of people are not willing to do that? A lot of people don't want to do that. They always want to have their way. You cannot always have your way. You cannot always have your way. That is why we have to. I think it starts from children, teaching a child that they can't always have their way. Imagine, okay, raising a child that, okay, the child wants chocolate, you run, get the chocolate for the child. The child wants cookies, you run, go get cookies for the child. Even at your own detriment, you just go to get all those things for the child, whatever the child needs, not needs now, whatever the child wants, because there's a difference between wants and needs. Whatever the child wants, you just go get it. Whatever the child wants, you just go get it. You are obviously raising an adult that's gonna grow up in life and thinking that whatever he or she wants in life is gonna get it. Yes, that might not really be a bad mindset, but life is life. It comes up with ups and downs. Imagine someone growing up with the thinking that they can always get whatever it is that they want. That's not how life, operates. So if you have kids that has been raised that way, they're never gonna know the meaning of compromise. They're never gonna learn that they can't have everything they want. There's a difference between having, whatever it is that you need and having whatever it is that you want. Yes, you just have to learn that sometimes you might not always get what you want. You might not always have your way. You can't always have your way. That is why you have to learn. Learn. You know, Patience is eventually. I was talking about it, earlier when someone told me here about YouTube being challenging and all that. I told the person, the thing is, yes, it's challenging, but it teaches you also about life. It teaches you about patience. That is why sometimes or most times you just have to have patience. You just have to have that place where, okay, fine, to avoid conflicts. Yes, to avoid conflicts, you just have to compromise on certain things. And that's not being lowering your standards. There's a difference. That's not lowering your standards. That's just knowing that there are some battles that are best left unfought. There's some wars you just don't have to fight. There's a wars, battles you don't have to fight. You just have to let them. Sometimes we just walk in life, fighting the wrong battles with the wrong people. There's some battles, it's not for you. You don't need to fight them. You don't need to fight those battles. You just have to let it go. Let it go. In our last video that we uploaded, we talked about, life is too brief to bear grudges. Life is too brave to bear grudges. And I think that is a word that is apt. I think it's very, very relevant in today's world. Imagine that sister in the story. She was fighting a battle with someone that is not even fighting any battles with her. And because she's fighting this battle that she should have let go a long time ago, it caused a lot of issues for her, a lot of delays and all that. People that were less qualified for the job she applied for were getting the job. The person that she was fighting, didn't even know there was a battle going on because the person was excelling, but here is this sister going through it, teaching us that there's some battles you just don't have to fight. Imagine if, okay, fine, the other girl lied against her, betrayed her, and she just, after some time, let it go. What has happened has happened. Imagine if she had done that. Oh, Trisha, thank you so much. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is okay. Hope the child is fine. Yeah, I hope the child is fine because from this message, I'm a bit worried. Hope the child is fine. Hope everything is okay. But thank you so much for being part of the live stream. So, what I'm trying to say is it's not every battle that you just have to fight. It's not every battle. Some battles are just left. Just leave it like that. It's better left like that. So that sister, imagine if the sister had just let it go. Let it go. There's some things you just have to let go. A lot of us always want to fight. Everything that happens, we just want to fight. We just want to show our strength. Strength, when you're showing your strength in the wrong things, that's foolishness to me. That's foolishness. There are some battles you are not even supposed to engage yourself in. There are some battles you just have to fight. There are some battles you have to fight, and there's some you don't have to fight. There are some people that will do some certain things to you. You just have to let it go. Why? Yeah. Why do you have to let it go? Because it's you. You are hurting yourself. Imagine that sister in that story. The sister had an option to either forgive and move on or just hold on to that grudge. And guess what she did? She actually held on to the grudge, and that limited her so much in life. Except when this whole thing came to a halt when she actually realized what she was doing to herself. Another thing is unforgiveness has this thing it does. You think you are doing the other person, but you're doing yourself. When you refuse to forgive people, when you refuse to let go of what hurts. Yeah, I know it's not gonna be easy. I know I've been in a situation where someone really, really hurts me, and I had every right, not to forgive that person, but I had to let go, not for the sake of the person, but for my own sake. Cook with Ponam, hello, welcome to our live stream. Thank you so much for being part of this so much for joining us. So unforgiveness is a very terrible thing to, hold on to. A lot of times people will hurt you and you'll be like, you know what, I'm never ever gonna forgive this person. I've said those words too, but then I had to go ask for forgiveness. Why? Because who am I not to forgive? Really, who am I not to forgive? If he can, if God can forgive me, why shouldn't I forgive others? Holding on to unforgiveness is really a very terrible thing because you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. Imagine it's just like shooting yourself in the foot. It's hurting you. You're thinking, oh, like you are holding on to this grudge. Okay, I'll tell you one thing that happened. This funny story. Someone really hurt me. Like this person really, really hurts me. And I told myself, you know what? I'm never gonna forgive this person. I'm never gonna forgive this person. But when I go on social media and I see this person, and this person is, having fun, being happy, and the thing would just be annoying me. And I'll be like, why on earth? I'm here. I was right. This person was hurt me, actually did hurt me, and I had every right to hold on to that grudge. And yet this person, that did this thing to me is still there, having fun, as if nothing has happened. I was so mad, but then I just at some points I think I was alone, and then I had this thing like, why are you still holding on to this? Like, why are you still holding on to this grudge? Then I realized there's no point because I had a very critical look at myself. Then I realized, you know what? I'm the one hurting myself. I'm not doing anything, whatever I'm doing, it's not going to affect this person. You know, it's not going to affect this person. I remember the story of Jonah. Jonah he was so mad that why would God, tell him to go preach to the people of Nineveh? Yeah. And, after he tried to run, sleeping in the belly of the fish for 3 days and all that, and he actually did go to Nineveh to preach, to warn them about the judgment that's going to be upon them if they do not change their ways and all that. The funny thing, whenever I read that book, it's very funny to me because after Jonah did that, he actually went, and sat at a place waiting. He was actually waiting for God to destroy Nineveh. Basically, what he was saying was, okay, God, you know what? I've done the part that you sent me to. Now it's time for you to destroy these people. But when he realized that there was not going to be any destruction because these people has actually changed, he was like, I knew it. I knew it. Like, okay, I knew you are actually going to leave these people the moment I go to preach, you know. But that's how the human mind works. We just want, like, okay, because this person has hurt me, let nothing good come to this person. That's how we are. That's how we are. But is it good? No, it's not. God does not rejoice that someone has perished. It is not his will. It has never been. We should be people that walk in love. I'm that kind of a person. If somebody hurts me and I still hold it in, anybody around me will think something is wrong with me. Why? Hold it in. Anybody around me will think something is wrong with me. Why? Because the thing will be haunting me. I just have to let it go. I just have to. I don't know how people do it. Like I've heard of someone that said, I've held this grudge against this person for 10 years. I'm like, how did you survive? Because I can't. Like, let me hold on to a grudge for like a day or what's a day? Like some hours, I can't do it. You know? Yeah, I can't do it. So that's why hold on to God, but let it go. Let that hurt go. They hurt you. We know it hurts. It hurts very bad. But just let it go. They betrayed you. Oh, yes, that thing hurts. But just let it go. Have you ever been kind to someone? Have you ever done something nice to someone only for the person to turn and use it against you? Or for the person to come, and turn and say, oh, say trash about you? If you've not, I have. That thing hurts. It hurts a lot. But then you just have to let it go. Let that go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I know I'm sounding as if I'm singing, but I mean, okay, yeah, that song has got to be one of my best songs. But you know, just I'm not singing now, but let it go. Let that hurt go. Let that hurt go. Let it go. Some people be like, "Oh, it's too hard." It's too hard. I can't do it. Nothing is too hard if you put your mind to it. You know, a lot of people feel like, oh, if I forgive this person, I'm letting this person go scot free. I'm letting this person, this person is gonna be, I'm gonna be looking like the fool here. And no, sweetheart, no, you're not. You're not gonna. What you're doing, when you have unforgiveness, truly, you know what you're doing. You've given the power over your life to someone else because really you are holding on. You are just waiting for someone to, the moment the person comes to apologize, that's when you'll be happy or that's when you'll be free. I don't know if you get what I mean, but the moment you decide to forgive, you've taken back that power from that person. you know that's what unforgiveness does, and that's the power of forgiveness. um Gossip Girl blog says, I have decided in my life to be careful and mind my business. Yeah, minding your business is key. Okay, that's right, wisdom. Yeah, thank you, Trisha. You know, that is why you just have to forgive. Let it go. Let go of that hurt. Let go. I don't know why I keep talking about this today. Basically, I put up this stream today for us to say our mind, whatever it is that's on our mind. But these are the things that's been on my mind. These are the things that have said have been on my mind. Why? I guess it's because I had to talk with someone, a friend. I talked with her yesterday or so, yeah. And she was like, "Oh, this person hurts me." She was like, "This person really, really hurts me." And I was trying to tell her, what, you have to forgive. And she was like, "How do you expect me to do that? I'm not wrong." And truthfully, she wasn't. Yeah, yeah, I think so, Trisha. You know, she was like, I wasn't wrong. I did everything right. I'm not the person that did anything wrong. So why would it now be my responsibility to forgive this person? This person is supposed to come apologize. And if he doesn't come to apologize, then I'm not gonna forgive. Then I'm just like, you just have to. I know you did not do anything wrong. Most times, I think the one that hurts most, the one that really, really hurts a lot is when you did not do anything wrong. Do you have that feeling? Like, personally, if I didn't do anything, okay, let me start with this. If I do something wrong to someone, and the person now maybe retaliates or do something, I would not feel that bad. I really would not feel that bad. But if I am right and I didn't do no wrong, and someone actually deliberately did something bad to me, especially someone I've been good to, that thing hurts. So I could understand what she was saying. I had to put myself in her shoes because that's what I normally do. Like whenever somebody is telling me something, I try to put myself in that shoe. I'm like, you know what? I understand you, but you just have to forgive. Unless you want to go move around life. Okay, I gave her this instance, and I don't know where I heard this from, but I gave her that instance. I told her, can you imagine carrying carrying a big rock all over town? You carry the big rock on your head to school, you carry the big rock on your head maybe to work, you carry the big rock on your head when you go to the grocery store, you carry the big rock on your head when you go to the salon to get your pedicure, your manicure done. You are just like, even if you're sleeping, you're still carrying that big rock around. Can you imagine carrying that big rock around for the whole day? And she was like, how do you expect me to carry a big rock, on my head the whole day? I'm like, can you do that? She said no. I said, okay. Can you even like carry that big rock around for the whole week? She was like, no, that's too heavy. You want to kill me? How can I do that? And I'm like, okay, if you can't carry it around, then why on earth do you want to carry grudge around? Do you know how heavy that thing is? Because you're not gonna, the moment you see that person, the person might not even be there physically, the moment you see that person, maybe a picture of that person, or maybe the thought of that person crosses your mind, you just be you feel very, very uneasy. And you don't want that kind of a feeling. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Gossip Girl Bro says, I love you, dear. Haters are like, oh, yeah. Thank you so much for the love. You're a darling, Gossip Girl. Princess. Oh, thank you, Trisha. You know, basically, how are you gonna do that? How do you expect to be carrying grudge all around? And the devil is a liar. When he finds out, that okay, of course he knows. He's always there. Whenever you have unforgiveness around you, he's always rejoicing because that's what he likes. And he's always going to be pushing the thought of that person in your mind. You know, so I told her, you know what? I think you should forgive this person. You know, I think you should forgive this person. We had a very long talk, before she was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. I said, I know you cannot do this all by yourself. That's what I told her. There's no way you can do this all by yourself. You need the help of the Holy Spirit. And really, He's the one that gives that kind of help. Because on your own, the flesh is very, very weak, really, because if you want to forgive all by yourself, like by your own power, trust me, it's going to be very difficult. But if you ask the Holy Spirit for help, He's going to help you. He's going to help you. And we did a short prayer on the phone and everything, and I told her, you know what? You will have peace. And that's the thing that comes with forgiveness. Peace. Like you are at peace with yourself. You're not going to be upset at the mention of that person's name. I had someone that she was so upset at one of her friends. She was just, nurturing this unforgiveness that whenever a person mentions the lady's name, she gets so upset. Like if she was laughing and very happy, the moment you mention that lady's name, she will be so upset. Imagine that. That means you will not even have peace of mind as long as that person's name is mentioned. But peace, true peace comes from forgiveness. So after we talked and prayed, and I told her, you know what, just call this person up and just say these words: I forgive you. Simple, 3 words: I forgive you. That's what I do. When someone does something very, very wrong to me, I just do that. And the next thing, I always back it up with always praying for the person. I always back it up with praying for that person because I know even when I say, okay, I make that conscious, it's always intentional. I'm always intentional about forgiving someone. I make it a point of duty. My mom always have this thing that she tells us. She'd be like, never, ever, ever let the sun set on your anger. And I think she got it from the Bible because I've read it also from the Bible. And I think that is so true. I cannot go to bed getting no. I don't want that. I don't want that. Even if we talk and you upset me, I always try to pray like, God, Lord, please, I don't want this. I do not want this. I make it an intentional, a very intentional effort. And I tell her, you know what? Tell the person I forgive you and pray. Always, a lot of us, when people, I remember some years back when someone really, really hurts me, the only kind of prayer I'm going to pray for you is the one that, oh God, let this bad thing happen to this person. Let this bad thing happen to this person. Like I used to pray that kind of a prayer, but I realized that's not the kind of prayer our Heavenly Father wants. That's not what he asked us to do. If you read the Lord's Prayer, there's nowhere that he was actually wishing bad to anybody, So I rather pray for your progress. I rather pray for everything to go on well with you, because the more I pray for someone, I don't know about you guys, but the more I pray for someone, for something good to happen to the person, the less I feel hurt. That's just me. And the same thing works also when I feel like, okay, somebody is doing something better than me, and maybe I start to feel a little bit jealous. I do that. I go on my knees. I might not even go on my knees. I might just be praying my hand. I'm like, you know what? Father, please bless this person, make this person more beautiful, make this person more successful. And realize that that's the best way to live life. That's the best way to live life. Um, sure, wow, exactly. Oh, too short. We should, yeah. Yeah. Investigate. Hello. Welcome to our live stream. Welcome to our live stream. So the fact that I don't have your number is why would you want to have my number? Why would you want to have my number? You can always see me here, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's are the things that are on my mind. I just had to share it. Forgiveness is key. Forgiveness unburdens your heart. You don't want to walk around carrying heavy rocks around you now. How about that's too heavy? Drop them. Drop them. And you see how happy you will be. And no, there is no time that is, there's no amount of time, there's no limit to forgiveness. I don't think there is. There is none. I think it was Peter that asked Jesus, like, if someone offends us, how many times are we supposed to forgive? And he said, I think 70 times, if I'm not mistaken, forgive, forgive, sometimes, in order to forgive, you just have to let someone know. And that's another thing. So many times people hurt us, sometimes without even knowing. Yes. So somebody might hurt you without, okay, I'll use myself as an instance. A friend of mine, I realized, she started acting somewhat, weird around me, and I realized that I'm like, what's going on? And she told me, what, on so day you did this and did that, and that really hurt me, and then I realized, but to me, I didn't even feel like I did something wrong, but to her, she felt like I did hurt her. I had to apologize for it, and that was it. The friendship was restored and everything was okay again. What am I trying to say? Sometimes people hurt you without even knowing. Yes, it's not everyone that hurts you, that did it intentionally. Sometimes people hurt you without knowing. So it's best, instead of, keeping it to yourself, closing your mouth, burning yourself, bearing unnecessary grudges. Yes, I call it unnecessary grudges because it's not called for. Why don't you just go to the person? Be assertive about it. Tell the person, you know what, you did this, you did that, and that really hurts me. Can you please not do it again? You know, life would just be too easy if we could just, you know, say things that are bothering us. But no, we just choose the complicated way of life. This person will start, acting some kind of way. This person will start acting some kind of way. And at the end of the day, there'll be issues that are supposed to be resolved. Like if one person had just had the opportunity, no, not the opportunity, the courage to tell the other person what he did. And no, it's not by yelling. Sometimes just be assertive about it. Yeah. Delicious Sizzling, hello. Welcome to our live. Sometimes it boils down to telling someone what they did wrong. Because it's not everybody. If you're just waiting and hoping that someday that person is gonna be apologizing to you, because in the first place the person doesn't even know that he or she might have, stepped on your toe or hurt you. But here you are in your house, nursing that grudge, nursing that that grudge. Is it worth it? No, it's not worth it. Your peace of mind is worth more than 1,000 grudges. You don't need that. And you know what? When you do not have peace of mind, when you're having this grudge, do you actually know that it affects your physical health? I bet a lot of people do not know that. These things can contribute to high blood pressure and all that. You don't need that. It's amazing how your mind can actually affect your body. Do not forget, your mind, your mind actually controls your body. I bet a lot of people don't know that. Your mind, I'll tell you, I'll give you an instance, yeah? Most times, I don't feel like, I don't feel pressed. I'm not feeling pressed. Like sometimes this happens. I'm not feeling pressed at all. Like I'm okay. I don't feel like going to the I don't feel like going to the restroom to ease myself or whatever. I don't feel like it. But in my mind, I'm just thinking, oh, I don't want to pee. Oh, I don't want to go stand up to go pee. Oh, I don't want. That's what's going on in my mind. But my body, nothing is happening. I don't feel like peeing. Like, my body, I just start feeling like I really want to go pee now. Like my body is responding to what's going on in my mind. That is crazy. But it's true. It's true. We conceive things in our mind. And somehow our bodies hear it and actually start acting. So if you're having so much grudge, just like it's this bitterness, it's this grudge, and your health is deteriorating. We don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. You know, some of the enemies we have are the ones we created. Sometimes it's not people that's done wrong to you. Sometimes you're the one doing the wrong to yourself. A lot of people talk about forgiving this person, forgiving that person. How about you forgiving yourself? A lot of us live our lives without forgiving ourselves. We treat our body in any kind of way because we feel like it's not worth. Sorry, we feel like it's not worth it. We live our lives virtually like we hate where we live. Does that make sense? Like you have this unforgiveness towards yourself, maybe because of something that you might have done in the past or something that might have gone wrong, and you're still blaming yourself for it. You still feel like you are at fault. You find it easy to forgive other people, but you find it very hard to forgive yourself. That is what some of us are actually the kind of life we're actually living. How about you set yourself free? How about you forgive yourself? That's the way you find it easy to forgive that best friend, to forgive that husband, that wife, that sister, that brother. How about you forgive yourself? How about you see yourself the way God sees you? Sometimes, sometimes, Leah, when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling really, really down, I just hear this voice, like, and the voice always says, like, how I wish you could see yourself the way I see you. How I wish we could see ourselves in through the eyes of our Creator and realize that you are not small. You're not as you have thought yourself to be. You are more than that. So why on earth are you still hurting yourself? Why on earth are you still blaming yourself for things you do not have control over? Self forgiveness. We always talk about self love. Do you know self love? Sometimes self love is hard when you cannot forgive your own self. Forgiveness is key. The one you forgive yourself. Okay, fine, you must have made a mistake in the past. Fine, every other person makes mistakes. Fine, you must have done something really, really stupid or crazy. Who hasn't? No one is that innocent. The saint you see today was a sinner yesterday. No one, no one. I remember in the Bible when the woman that was caught in adultery or so was brought to Jesus, and they were like, Master, what do we do with her? We caught her in the bed of adultery or fornication, and Jesus didn't respond. He was still writing, and they were still saying, they were already there armed with stones to crucify her, to stone her, sorry. And Jesus said, okay, if any one of you is here, any one of you here is without any sin, then please be the first person to cast the stone on this woman. Guess what? And he went down, he bent down and started writing again. And guess what? None of them could do anything, to this woman. And they all started, one by one, they left. And when Jesus looked up, he asked the woman, where are those that accuse you? And the woman said, they've all gone. And he was like, okay. Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. Now, it wasn't as if she had, like it was in the past. This was something she was actually caught doing in the bed of adultery. But Jesus still, knowing the evidence that is there, that was so glaring, that everybody is like, it's not as if, okay, some people thought everybody knows she was guilty, but he didn't condemn her. Whatever might have happened to you in the past, maybe you were not even guilty, maybe it might not even be your fault. So why do you think he will condemn you? So why on earth are you condemning yourself? If the one who created you, who formed you in your mother's womb, did not condemn you, why are you condemning yourself? That's it. That's basically it. A lot of times we are like that, you know. Our nature is just, or maybe we have actually been made to believe that it's always our fault. There's nothing that's, I think it's in the Bible that it said in the Bible, can anything good come out of Nazareth? And guess what? Something not just good, something better came out of Nazareth. And who is that? Jesus Christ. You know, who told you something good can't come out of you? Who told you you are not smart enough? Who told you you are not better? Who told you you cannot achieve anything you put your mind to do? Who told you that because of your past, you cannot have a great future? Whoever is judging you based on your past, I think that person should get an updated version, because that person is just talking about the outdated one. Imagine talking about, okay, for example, imagine those that started YouTube channel in 2013, 2012, 2010. If you are here, you open this live stream and you're still talking about YouTube version of 2010. People will tell you to go and sit down, because we are in 2019 and you should be talking about the 2019 version of YouTube. You know? So if anybody makes you to feel, oh, because you did this in your past, oh, because you did this, tell them to go and get the updated version 4.0. Yes, because that is the past and you are not part of your past. It's as simple as that. So please do not condemn yourself if he doesn't condemn you. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. I'm not trying to justify whatever wrong we might have done or the ones we are doing. All I'm just trying to say is, if he doesn't condemn you, who are you to condemn yourself? You are now an updated version. Yes, an updated version of the master. You are a masterpiece. You are a masterpiece. Yes, and you have been updated. And how did you get updated? By the blood of Jesus Christ. So please, nobody should judge you based on your past. And you, please do not judge yourself based on your past too. Your past is over. It is over, done and dusted with, never to be remembered again. So why are you letting this liar called Satan to remind you of that? Okay, Trisha, thank you so much for being part. Love you too. Thank you so much, Ojuga Deze. So guys, that's what has been on my mind. This has been what's on my mind. And I just felt, you know what? This is what I'm going to share today. So yeah, forgive yourself. Forgive people that are around you. Forgive anybody that must have hurt you in one way or the other. Forgive them. And let the love of God always live in your heart. So guys, yeah, Gossip Girl. Wow, I've been here for over an hour. Wow. It's all nice whenever you're having a conversation like this. It's so great, having a conversation like this, So like I told you guys, I'm just going to take it slow and steady today, talking about things like this, realizing that God's plan for us is always the best plan. Realizing that holding on to grudges is not the right thing to do. So if you don't already watch that video, I suggest you go back and see that video. That was the last video, the last video we uploaded some days back. I think you should go see that video. It has so much to teach. It has so much, you can learn from. It shows us the good side. It's always good to forgive. It shows us the harmful nature of unforgiveness. You might not know it now. You might think, oh, you know, but it's always good to forgive. This lady, her life was practically put on hold because of unforgiveness. Her life was practically put on halt because of unforgiveness. Do not let that be your story. Let go. Let it go. Forgive. Forgive whoever it is that might have hurt you. Forgive whomever it is that might have offended you in one way or the other. Forgive. One thing, forgiveness has this thing, not just peace of mind. You have peace of mind. Your hair will grow. Yes, I'm telling you, go with me anywhere. When you forgive and you have peace of mind and you are happy, your hair will grow, your nails will grow. You will be so fine, your skin will glow. People will start asking you, oh, what skin routine? What did you use? What did you use? They don't know it's because you forgive. You're not having any bad blood with anybody. No negativity, only positive thoughts, positive words. You are okay with yourself by yourself. The love of God is radiating all around you. Why won't you look good? Hmm? Why won't you look beautiful? Why won't you look extraordinarily great? Because you are surrounded by so much love. You know, Forgiveness is free. If only you I don't understand. Everything that will make your life beautiful is free. Happiness is free. Forgiveness is free. Love is free. But no, we choose not to have it. Wanko Austin, hello. Welcome to our live stream. I didn't see you today, but it's fine. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. So, happiness is free. Forgiveness is free. Just forgive. Forgive whoever it is that must have wronged you in one way or another. And you see the way your health will be better. You see the way life will seem very easy. You see the way everything will just work out fine for you. And you'll be radiating. You will just be looking so good. You'll be looking so good. Your skin will glow. We ladies, we always want that glowing skin, yeah? If you are bearing grudges, if you are holding on to grudges, there's no way your skin will glow. Why? Because grudges has gone to cover anything that's about to glow in your life. Oh, we are doing great, Austin. We are doing great. Thank you so much. We're doing great. Hope you are doing great too. Hope you are doing great. We are doing very, very fine. So that is why we should learn to forgive. We should learn to forgive. If somebody offends you, forgive the person. I know there are some things that people will do to you. There are things that people will do to you that will be you find it very, very difficult to say, what, I forgive you. But it's fine. It's totally fine. There are some ways that somebody will hurt you and you be like, why on earth will I even forgive this person? Give me one reason now why I should forgive this person. It's good. I understand. But then that does not mean you should walk around with unforgiveness. It's just like walking around with a chain or a noose around your neck. You don't need that. Because the more you have unforgiveness with you, the more you are boxing yourself into a corner. You don't need that. You don't need unforgiveness. So, guys, that is it for today. That's the show for the live stream for today. That is it. It's past it's almost getting to 1 p.m. Yeah, wow. I've been here for over an hour, almost getting to an hour, 30 minutes. But it's okay, guys. It's been wonderful being here with you guys today. The underrated darkness. Good morning. It's afternoon over here. Hello. Wow. Your name is one of a kind. Please give us a thumbs up, the underrated darkness. Your name is one of a kind. Wow, what a name. If I may ask, hope I'm not being too nosy. If I may ask, why the name, the underrated darkness? I'm trying to figure it out, but why the name? But the name sounds cool, but why the name? Okay, the motherland. Uh, the motherland. I don't understand because I feel whatever I do, I'm underrated. Wow. But you're not underrated, at least not to me. You're not underrated, unless you feel you are the one, unless you're the one underrating yourself. But to me, I feel you're not underrated, you know. I feel you're not underrated. But it's all, no, I won't say it's all good because I'm not cool with you thinking you're underrated, you know. You shouldn't feel that way. That's just me saying, my opinion. Yes, that's just me saying. But thank you so much for being part of our live stream. Kindly give us a thumbs up, please. Kindly give us a thumbs up. Yeah. Um, yeah, that is it. So guys, that's what we've been talking about, saying what's on our mind, talking about it basically. Those things you normally wouldn't, voice out. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. This we've had the opportunity to talk about it, to air our views. Thank you so much, dear underrated. Thank you so much, to talk about it, to talk about our view. Let it off your chest, let it go. We've talked about forgiveness, forgiving others, forgiving yourself, forgiving people around you, and it's been a wonderful time here, guys. It's over an hour now and I have things to do because over here it's just past midday and I've got to run. Yes, I've got to run. So, guys, thank you so much for being part of today's live stream. Thank you for everyone that has been here. Thank you so much. You guys have been so wonderful. You guys have been so great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've got to go now, guys. Bye.